What's up guys, do you remember this projector? Yeah, we made a video about it last year. Overall, I think it is the most popular budget projector of 2024. You ask, why I bought it again? It is actually an updated 2025 version. Its main improvements are Netflix certification, as well as a new Android 13 operating system called WhaleOS. According to the manufacturer, the new projector has a higher brightness of 400 NC lumens, while the previous one had 300 NC. It also supports the latest Bluetooth 5.4 and Wi-Fi 6. The main features of this model remain the same, such as compact size, adjustable stand, and auto keystone correction. So the new projector is called Salange HY320 MAX. Let's get to its full review. So the new projector has a new packaging. We can see its main features on the box right away, such as WhaleOS, Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video and Disney+. Inside the box, first we have a warranty card from Salange. Then there's the projector itself. We will look at it a little later. Accessories for the new projector include a user manual, power cord, HDMI cable, and remote control. You know, I already like this remote, because it has a lot of buttons for setting up the projector, as well as shortcuts to streaming services. We will try them later. You know, I will not dwell too long on the design, because the new HY320 MAX projector looks just like the previous HY330 we tested before. As you can see, its main feature is the adjustable stand. The projector is quite difficult to rotate on this stand. You need to use both hands to do this. In addition, it does not rotate smoothly, but in steps. That's not very convenient. For example, we recently tested the HY320 projector, and it has much better stand, but the price of these two projectors differs many times over. The connectivity options of the new HY320 MAX projector remain the same: USB port, headphone jack, HDMI port, and power connector. This projector has automatic keystone correction, but manual focus adjustment. You need to rotate the wheel on top to adjust the focus. The stand has a rubber pad, so the projector will not move around on the table. By the way, its dimensions are 190 by 135 by 115 mm. The weight is 920 grams. You know, the main problem with this model is the open optical engine. This means that it is not protected from dust getting inside the case. It looks like the new projector has not fixed this problem, and you will have to clean it from time to time. But it is an ultra-budget projector, that's okay for it. Okay, let's turn on the projector and take a look at the new smart system. Since this is a new projector, I need to make the first setup, such as connect the remote control, select language and region, connect to Wi-Fi, and sign the agreement. Now we can see the WhaleOS logo. As soon as I turned on the projector, I got a notification about a new update. Let's install it. After installing the update and rebooting the projector, there is a new WhaleOS logo. I didn't notice any other changes. I already like the home screen of this smart system. And there are apps below, and you can see trending shows on Netflix without opening the app. So among the apps here are Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, TV and others. You can also go to the apps section and find a lot of other applications. You know, it doesn't look like the Google Play Store, but there are many apps here. There is also File Manager and TV casting on the home screen. We will test screen mirroring a little later. If you go to the other side of the screen, you find Search, recently opened apps, input sources, settings, and weather forecast. Okay, it is time to check the settings. First, there are picture settings here. The personalized picture settings have only color temperature, but I cannot change the brightness, contrast, etc. However, you can go to picture mode and change a picture mode here. When you select user mode, you can adjust the brightness, contrast, saturation and other settings. I am surprised that this projector even has eye protection mode. I think it will be useful for children. Sound settings of the Salange HY320 MAX projector include balance, sound mode, audio output devices, and select formats. By the way, the built-in speaker here is of low quality. We will talk about it a little later. In the lens menu, we can change the projection direction, keystone correction, auto or manual, and digital zoom. All other projector settings can be found under device preferences, such as language, date and time, keyboard, screensaver, and many others. You can also find app settings, voice service, software update, and network among the settings on this projector. You know, this is probably the best smart system among budget projectors that I have tested. The interface looks very nice and it has a lot of settings. I really like it. But to be honest, it doesn't run very fast. It feels like the hardware is pretty weak. But keep in mind that this is under $100 projector. Salange HY320 MAX is positioned as a Netflix certified projector. Let's check it out. Yes, this is the official Netflix app, where you can log into your account. I have already told you about TV casting on the home screen, and now let's check it out. So you just need to open this app. It says to scan the QR code, but I just went into screen mirroring on my iPhone and selected the projector. The connection is very simple and fast. You know, even though the projector supports dual-band Wi-Fi 6, there is still some latency, but it's not critical for browsing social media or watching YouTube videos. The projector also supports Bluetooth 5.4, and I think it is really important because the built-in speaker is pretty low quality. You can connect the headphones or external speakers to the projector via Bluetooth. Now you can listen to the sound from the small external speaker and the projector's built-in speaker. Let's listen to some more music. I do think the sound is very weak, but it is a compact projector for $100. Maybe for a small room it is okay. Although it is a compact projector, it is quite noisy. The noise level nearby is 50 decibels. And it is about 43 decibels at 1 meter. Let's move on to image quality, but first we need to talk about screen size. The company claims that the projector supports screen sizes up to 300 inches. That's very optimistic. I would say it has about 150 inches maximum screen size, but I will be testing it with a screen size of 84 inches because it is recommended up to 100 inches for better image quality. The native resolution of this projector is 1080p. I believe there is Full HD resolution here, because I don't see individual pixels like on 720p projectors. However, the image is not very clear. This is especially noticeable when you read the text. But that's not a problem when you watch videos. The projector is claimed to have 98% NTSC color gamut, and the colors are really bright. I noticed the rich colors on the home screen of the smart system, but it is even better when watching nature videos. When it comes to the brightness, it is 400 ANSI, which is higher than the previous model with 300 ANSI. To be honest, I don't see much difference. Maybe I would if I were comparing them side by side. Anyway, it is enough for watching in a dark room.
Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are going to be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
And even if you turn on the lights, you will still be able to see the projection quite well.
He's comfortable, and when a hitter's comfortable with that kind of power, he's looking for a mistake, and on his spikes, meaning his feet are all over the place. He's comfortable, and when a hitter's comfortable with that kind of power...
But you are still a failure.
You got fired. Fired? I sense trouble.
But you are still a failure.
You got fired. Fired? I sense trouble.
Now just watch some horror videos in the dark.
On the table. You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
You are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
I could. I just didn't care. I was watching the entertainment channels on the company's satellites. I watched 7,532 hours of content. Shows like The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary.
Did you do 27-3? They've won 7 in a row, and they have just overwhelmed those 7 teams. And you take the pitch that he made previous. The natural human processes.
And again, he almost got intercepted. And even Coleman of the Bills had a play.
Martin, the Bills got off to slow starts in the first 2 playoff games as they stalled their opponents.
So what do you guys think about the updated HY320 MAX projector? It still has the same design with an adjustable stand, manual focus, and open optical engine that will get dusty over time. In addition, the built-in speakers are pretty bad. With all that said, we shouldn't forget the price. For only $100, the new projector has a very good smart system with certified Netflix, Prime Video, and YouTube, as well as many other apps and settings. So I think it makes sense to buy the new projector for the new operating system. In addition, it has a bright and colorful image. It looks really good for an ultra-budget projector. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon!